Look no further. Integrated Behavioral Health Services is your answer. They're your compassionate, trusted partners committed to guide you from challenges to triumphs. Their licensed professionals offer personalized therapy for individuals, couples, and families. At IBHS, the focus is you. Experience a life-changing transformation in an environment tailored to your unique needs. Visit ibhealthservices.com today and take that first step towards a brighter future. Discover the power of healing with integrated behavioral health services. You're not alone. Let them walk this journey with you.
There's a buzz in the air at Kansas. Maybe it's the roar of fans here at the track, or the anticipation of the playoffs as drivers fight to move on to the next round and keep their championship hopes alive. Maybe it's the pulse of the heartland, the thrill of speed, or the sounds of grills sizzling in the campgrounds. Whatever it is, it will be one memorable weekend. NASCAR Playoffs Weekend at Kansas Speedway, September 8th through the 10th. Get your tickets today at kansasspeedway.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Welcome into the LIBA Business Hour, sponsored by Nats to Tasseling, highlighting local independent businesses in and around Lincoln on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Here's your host, LIBA President and CEO, Bud Seinhorst.
Welcome back. It is time for the Business Hour again. Thank you to our show sponsor, Nats Tasseling. Earn cash, build character. Nats Tasseling. Learn more about Nats at notafraidtosweat.com. Our opening segment today is sponsored by UStop. Earn points that spend like cash with the kickback card, which could get you snacks and even gas. Available at all 24 UStop locations. Today, if you want to join the conversation, you can call or text at 402-464-5685. Listen on the 93.7 The Ticket app, theticketfm.com, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and Allo channel 951.
You hit them all.
I'm gonna have that memorized one of these days, Nick. So
it goes quick.
Yeah. So we are 3 weeks away.
That's right.
Less than 3 weeks away from college football season, which is, in my mind, my favorite season of the year.
Yep.
I actually posted a thing out on Facebook this week. It came out last year, and it was like the reminders for during college football season. You know, don't call during the game. If someone's hurt, call 911. They'll probably answer.
Exactly.
And if somebody's dead, don't call me. I can't help them or bring them back. And if you have any questions, see number one.
It's the same thing as like fall weddings. Don't have fall weddings.
I don't know why you do fall weddings in Nebraska, but that's that. So no, it's exciting. And actually looking at the schedule, the Huskers and the Lopers both kick off on August 31st.
How about that?
Both on the road.
Both
so
Thursday night
unfortunately,
games.
no road trip for me on the 31st. The Huskers in Minnesota and the Lopers will be at Central Oklahoma. So I'll have to have the man cave set up a little special that night so I can catch both games. But today I am excited. We have Rachel Barth from the Lincoln on the show. Rachel, welcome to the LIBA Business.
Having me, appreciate it.
There has been a lot happening at the Lincoln Airport over, I'm just going to say the last year, because I don't have a good sense of time at this point in life. But I mean, over the last year, there's been a lot of things happening out at the airport. We got a lot of things we can talk about. We can talk about there's expansion going on. There's more flights being added, a lot of great destinations. We've got the Guardians of Freedom Air Show coming up here in a couple weeks, and some other special things you guys are doing. So let's just start off and talk about how's the expansion going?
It's going really good. We opened the phase 1 on June 1st, and that's the 6 new gates, new bar and restaurant. We have some really cool things in there, like our Flyers Club, which will be for our frequent flyers. I'm hoping to get that open here in the next month or two. We have even a pet relief area, great mother's room, an adult changing area. If you're going to travel with somebody that has some special requirements for travel. So we definitely took a lot into consideration, and it's great. We hear so many positive comments, people that have either flown a ton and just can't believe that we finally have a new airport, or haven't flown for years and walked in and they're like, "Oh my gosh, this does not look like the airport I'm used to." It's something that definitely to be proud of. I'm really excited for phase 2. That is actually underway right now. That'll include a new community room, which I'm super excited about, which is also going to be part of our boardroom, new office space, new baggage claim area. So it's really going to tie the whole project together.
Goodness gracious. I haven't flown in, I think it's almost 4 years now, which for me is really weird.
That is weird.
Well, yeah. Well, I guess I say 3 years
Yeah.
because 2020, my wife and I went on a trip for our anniversary, which was right, and we were flying home kind of as the whole COVID thing was
Yeah.
bubbling up, and I wanted to make a smart aleck comment in the Chicago airport, and that was vetoed. So,
Yeah.
but so so talk about, like, you guys have added a ton of new destinations here. I mean, I know during COVID we lost some destinations, but you
Yeah.
guys have been really aggressive, I'll say,
Yeah.
and proactive in adding destinations. So talk about some of those new destinations and how they're going.
Yeah, so, definitely putting on our entrepreneurial hat, and getting creative with funding, and I will get into all the mechanisms that it took to get this happening, but last year, United added Houston, which was a big market for us. That was our first Texas market. It's going really well. It worked really awesome because it was also in conjunction with them having a maintenance base here in Lincoln. So first we got the MRO, which was huge. That brought 30, 40 jobs, hopefully, again, some more here in the future because they just started an apprenticeship program. But that helped us get the Houston market. So that was like task one, is to get a Texas market. That one really works well for business and for leisure. So we just haven't really had that sort of leisure destination, but that Houston airport really connected us to some other really great destinations and hubs. So that was kind of check mark one, getting that completed. And then, as you know, we've been really working hard to get some more leisure destinations for our community. Really struck out with, getting some of those legacy carriers to want to come back after the pandemic. We've noticed that they are really trying to just go back to the communities that they either lost during the pandemic and are really not looking at new, areas of growth. They're just
Mhm.
really trying to reestablish what they
Yeah.
lost. So that's where Redway came into play, and we worked really hard with our air service consultant, met with the folks at Global Crossing in Miami, and came up with this concept of like Redway. And so it is definitely still in the very much startup phases of this, where there's for sure hiccups, and we're asking people to hang tight. As you know, you're a business owner. A lot of people that are probably listening to this podcast are shaking their heads right now and understanding that there's the highs and lows, and we definitely have had both. The highs were, announcing the 7 new markets, getting everybody in the community just excited to fly out of the Lincoln Airport again, which was a feat in itself. People were used to going to Omaha, just not realizing we even had these destinations. Just try to get them to like think about us again has been one of the biggest tasks. So we definitely, I think, got that solidified. Also, attracting people from outside of Lincoln has been a big market for us, just because we want heads in beds. We want people to come in and utilize the shopping and fill up their cars with gas, and that economic impact value we know is just huge for the community. And I think we've succeeded in that. We're still trying to gather numbers, but we know at least 10% of the people flying right now are outside of Lincoln, and we're seeing a good portion of those people coming from Omaha, which is also really exciting because there's really no reason they should be,
That's
right?
kind of
Like,
fascinating, actually,
it is.
because
Yeah.
I think the traditional wisdom has always been the Lincoln folks will go to Omaha to fly, but we wouldn't get people from Omaha area to come to Lincoln. So that's great to hear.
Yeah, exactly. And I think we just continue to see those numbers, changing as we get more destinations, and just like the fact that we've been flying for a full now, like 2 months. And so hopefully that continues. We did, you talk about the lows, we had to cut markets, and we had to cut Minneapolis and Austin and Atlanta. And I will say it was definitely a low for me. You never wanna, like, you wanna see all 7 of your children succeed,
Yeah.
but in all reality, not all of them are gonna be rocket scientists and
Yeah.
doctors, and that's kinda what happened. Is some of the markets just didn't respond, whether it was the days of the week, we were trying to maybe make business markets, leisure markets. It just didn't work. And so when you have a much larger aircraft like we do now with the 150 seats, we really need to get well over 70, 80, 90 of those seats full. And those markets just weren't responding. And we've heard people say, well, you just didn't give it time. I understand that, but unfortunately time's not on our side.
At the end of the day, they're looking at butts and seats. I
Yep.
mean, that's just the way
Exactly.
it goes.
It's the way it goes, and, Redway is working through getting everybody refunded, and, that was kind of a feat in itself, and, we're just asking everybody to, stay with us. We're still working through everything and trying to just ultimately figure out what markets are sustainable for our community. Not every market's gonna work out. Not every single time somebody comes to us and says, "Hey, have you tried this?" Trust me.
Yeah.
We are with the we're looking at what people are telling us. We're super excited for the winter markets, which include Phoenix and Tampa. We extended Vegas and Orlando, so those will start up in December. And we will continue to monitor. There might be more markets that fall off. There might be more that get added. I mean, I think at the end of the day, we're just trying to figure out what is the most sustainable for our community and prove that air service can work in our town, which is really hard when you're a small airport. I was just at a conference with our executive director and a lot of our team in Iowa talking about this very same thing. And there's so many communities across the country losing air service right now because either one, it's too expensive, they don't have the funding to get it, or two, people are going to the larger hubs. And so we're trying to do something different, and we're one of the only airports doing that. So we're just asking people to hang tight with us while we navigate this new adventure.
Well, I've heard a lot of buzz on the leisure markets, and people are excited about some of those. What are some of the popular ones that you've seen here the first couple months? Like,
Yeah,
I hear a lot of talk about Nashville.
yeah.
I don't know if that's one of the most popular ones, but what are some of the other maybe popular ones that you're
Yeah,
seeing?
yeah, Nashville, I think, has been a pleasant surprise. It has definitely come on as probably one of the top 3 markets that we're seeing people getting excited for. It is definitely a seasonal market. I mean, it'll run its course, so it'll end, hopefully, well, not hopefully, but it'll end here in the next few months just due to scheduling because we're trying to make sure we hit the right times of the year. Vegas and Orlando, for sure, are our top 2 markets. Have always been popular. I think everybody's been to them at least a couple times. I know I have. Um, Lots of kids, lots of families going to Orlando, which is awesome. It gives your Disney fans a chance for, somewhere easy to get to. So Orlando definitely is probably our top market with Vegas following closely behind.
Well, Vegas is kind of an interesting one because I think there's both a business and a leisure. I know I've got several friends that are business owners that are going to conferences in Vegas all the time. They're excited about it. And then, of course, you have your leisure travelers. So,
Yeah, and the nice thing is if it doesn't exactly work with your dates, you can always fly out on that and then come back on United.
yeah,
And that's what
do a one-way
do
type
a
of
one
thing
way,
or
and that's what I
something.
tell
Yeah.
people. I mean, it is select days for a reason. I mean, it is definitely a leisure schedule. Where you fly out on a Thursday, you get back on a Sunday, which for most people works really great. Maybe not exactly for the business owner. So we just tell them like, hey, you know what? You can fly out and then come back on United. That works just as well.
Awesome. So, I am very excited. 2 weeks from today is gonna be a busy day at the Lincoln Airport.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
Guardians of Freedom Air Show, and that is it's exciting for Lincoln. So, I remember as a little kid, we lived in Casper, Wyoming, and I went and saw the Blue Angels, and it was the first time I ever saw them, and the Blue Angels are just unfreaking believable, and I'm excited to have them come in. So talk about what all's happening over 2 days out at the Guardians of Freedom Air Show.
yeah. So this is my first air show. So I am incredibly anxious for numerous.
You're anxious for it to be over, probably to get
That's
through it,
that is
right?
correct. Um, if you could tell people the amount of time we have spent on this to make this come to fruition, I don't know if you guys know Bob McNally is our director of operations, but he has been, I think this is like, I don't know, 7th or 8th air show. I might even be undershooting that, but um, the he just kind of knows it by the back of his hand. But for a lot of us, this is our first one, so we're really excited. Lots of time put into this, so it's definitely a combination of like the Lincoln Chamber, ourselves, and the Guard. And so the guard is really kind of the catalyst behind this, getting the manpower. Obviously, our team is all hands on deck. The chamber's doing a great job getting the vendors and all the people to come in and the marketing. So it's really a community-wide effort. They fully expect about 200,000 people here over those 2 days, which again, there's where my anxiety goes up because talking to like State Patrol and our other partners far. I mean, it's really all hands on deck. I don't know if there's one agency in town that is not going to have a presence at the air show to help out with this. And they're treating it like another game day. And I was like, I get it. And they're fully treating it like
It's actually
a game
more
day.
than a game day.
It is more than a game day, and very much more compact parking, compact area. So we are praying for great weather. Praying for maybe some overcast, so it's not incredibly hot out there, but it's August, so everybody
That's
knows
a coin flip in Nebraska,
it's a coin
right?
flip of how that goes. Obviously, this is very much weather pending. So I was not the last one, but I understand it might have got cut short because of like wildfires or smoke or something. And so that kind of stuff happens, not from here, but from like Kansas or something like that. But I'm excited. The Guardians are going to be coming in. The Blue Angels are going to be coming in that Wednesday, and we're going to be working with them on setting up media interviews. And then there's like a special, smaller show on Friday that we do, and then obviously open to the public on Saturday and Sunday. The gates open, I think, around 9:30. The show tentatively starts around 11. We think it'll go over around 4 o'clock. We don't really put out a specific timeline just because it is so dependent on when they get done, when the acts get done, weather, things like that we don't put a hard and fast schedule out. But we have tons of great acts. The chamber has done a great job with the website and showcasing what different acts are going to be there. And I will say, I've just been warned that parking is going to be rough. So we tell people if you can carpool, that would be ideal. Getting there early if you do want a better parking spot is ideal. But just know that it is going to be, when it gets over, it is tougher to get out just because of the area. And I also want to note,
Nick,
too,
maybe you should be an Uber driver for that weekend.
We're ticket's gonna be there.
I know.
We're
yeah,
gonna hang
I was
out.
gonna say, you guys are going to be
I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
I'm really excited because I haven't been to an air show in years.
Oh, I haven't been in years either, but it's just a hoot. So I'm excited.
Yeah.
It's great for Lincoln.
Yeah, it is. And I don't know exactly what the economic impact is, but I know it's a lot. And I know because people come in from out of town and they stay in the hotels and, again, just the food and everything like that. But it's free. And I think that's super cool that this is a free event for the community. I have little kids. It is hard to do anything free anymore.
Yes,
and so
amen.
This is free admission, free parking. There are going to be, tents set up so you can walk in and out and see the static displays and meet with sponsors and vendors. It is a clear bag policy. So I definitely want to get that point across. That is something that has changed just due to like the security of everything and the fact that we have so many people coming. They don't have to check every single person's bag. So just like if you're going to a concert or Pinnacle Bank Arena or football or whatever, clear bag policy, you can bring a chair. You cannot bring the bag that goes over your chair. So you can bring like the little chairs to sit in, but don't bring the bag that goes over it because those can fly away. And they call that FOD. And that's the whole thing with getting caught in aircraft. And so just don't bring anything that can like fly away.
You don't even think about that.
Yeah, but we do.
Thinking about everything over
My
there.
mind is just like exploding. It's the exploding head emoji. So
Yep.
That's very exciting for our community. And so you're going to have food, you're going to have vendors, you're going to have all kinds of different things out there. There's going to be displays.
Yep.
You're going to have planes flying. So beyond the Blue Angels, what are some of the other attractions that are coming out? Do you remember?
Oh gosh, I think there's like,
I'm sorry, I put you on the
it's
spot
okay.
on
I
that
think
one.
there's like 30 some acts that are going to be there.
Oh, goodness
so
gracious.
I was like, I know I should have like wrote down all
list
of
them all from top to bottom.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
You have 12 seconds.
Yeah,
to list
I
them
know.
all.
I was like, oh my gosh, you
Yeah,
would say
let's
that.
order,
So if you go to LincolnAirShow.com, there is the whole
Okay.
list of the performers, but the Marines are going to be there with the C-130Js. The F-16s are going to be there, F-35s. There's going to be a legacy flight. I think there's going to be some like acrobatic people, F-5 Tiger fighter jets. Obviously, we have the KC-135s that are going to be there, which are our home aircraft. So there's going to be
That's
so
awesome.
much going on.
That's exciting. Thank you for that. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
that. So as we wrap up the segment here, again, LincolnAirShow.com, right?
Yep.
For information about
Yep.
the air show. Very key to check that out. But what are some other things you're doing? You told me something fun about maybe a movie night next week or something. What's that all about? And
Yeah, so the Lincoln Airport does free outdoor movies for the community, and we do this once a month, usually starting in April or May, and then we end in October. This year, we might even do a November movie, but this is free to the community. On the 18th, we are doing Top Gun Maverick, so super excited with that. We're partnering with Commute Air. They're one of our tenants, and it's a free movie screening, but we made it more of event style. So if you come out around 6:30, you can actually tour their hangar, which is super cool.
nice.
We have Sunday Fun Day Cruise. So that is a car group that brings out like 70 or 80 cars. I'm talking nice motorcycles, Lamborghinis,
yeah, fun
Teslas. Like
cars.
those guys are great. So it's a cool chance to see those. And then the movie will start around dark. And it's free. Like I mentioned, probably 5 times it's free. But we have people sign
How
up
much
through,
does the movie cost?
Yeah. Right. It's through, we do ask people get tickets though, because that way we can tell the food vendors how many people are coming. So we offer this for free to the community, even the food truck community. So we don't charge them to come. It's local, but it's National Aviation Day on the 19th really well. Just gets people excited about aviation in our community and gets them to the airport, whether they're flying or not. It just gets them out and gets them excited. So
How can they get tickets to the Top Gun Maverick movie?
So they can follow the Lincoln Report on social media, all of our social media pages. We have an Eventbrite page as well, an Eventbrite link. And so I can send that to you,
Okay.
bud. But it's free tickets on Eventbrite, and it sends you all the information and tells you what you can bring. You can sit in your car. We have an FM transmitter that you can listen to it in your car. You can sit in the
Old
grass.
school drive-in right
It is
there.
super
Wow.
cool. And the
Nick
best
doesn't
part
know
is
what those are.
I don't.
I don't either. It's okay.
Oh my gosh. Well, now we know who the old guy on the show is today.
But we display it on the Cold War hangar. So if you're kind of a Air Force buff, it's a cool night out. So
Awesome. Well, thank you, Rachel Barth, Lincoln Airport. A lot of great things happening. They've got all these flight destinations for leisure travel, business travel. Check them out. I will say that when I was traveling all around the country for 25, 26, 28 weeks a year, I always flew out of Lincoln because of the time it saved. So
Yeah.
I'm a huge proponent and advocate for the Lincoln Airport. The Guardians of Freedom Air Show coming up 2 weeks from today.
Yay.
And then on the 18th, they're doing Top Gun Maverick
yeah.
out there. So check them out on their social media pages and come out. Both those events are free to the community. I think Rachel might have mentioned both the air show and the movie are free to the community. Check it out. Come out. We're going to have a lot of local vendors out there. Come out and support our local and stop by the 93.7 The Ticket booth out at the Guardians of Freedom Air Show. We will be back on the LIBA Business Hour here on 93.7 The Ticket.
Are you searching for a helping hand in life? Look no further. Integrated Behavioral Health Services is your answer. They're your compassionate, trusted partners committed to guiding you from challenges to triumphs. Their licensed professionals offer personalized therapy for individuals, couples, and families. At IBHS, the focus is you. Experience a life-changing transformation tailored to your unique needs. Visit ibhealthservices.com today and take that first step towards a brighter future. Discover the power of healing with Integrated Behavioral Health Services. You're not alone. Let them walk this journey with you.
Up your kitchen game with Kitchen Tune-Up. With experienced, creative, and dedicated technicians on their team, Jason, Ron, and the team bring your kitchen dreams to life. Say goodbye to outdated spaces and hello to a renewed, personalized kitchen that will make you the envy of your friends, neighbors, and family. Experience quality craftsmanship and exceptional customer service when you choose Kitchen Tune-Up. Visit kitchentune-up.com/Lincoln-NE today or call 402-200-4697 and achieve the kitchen tune-up of your dreams.
Husker fans, this is Matt Davison with the 1890 Initiative. You've probably heard about NIL, name, image, and likeness, and now you can have an immediate impact on the success of our programs. The 1890 Initiative is Nebraska's premier NIL company, and with your help, we can maximize our student athletes' opportunities with NIL and prepare them for life after college. Nebraska has always been a leader in college athletics. Let's do the same with NIL. To learn more, visit 1890nebraska.com, where 100% of your donation goes directly to Husker student athletes. That's 1890nebraska.com.
Rico here with HIS here at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. with superior service bumper to bumper will treat your vehicle like it's yours. It doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off. Mention this ad, and for sure they'll be proud you called. 402-488-8934. HIS Up Here, 7th and Van Doren. God bless you.
General contractors, business owners, property owners. The success of your business requires doing business with the right people. And the right people, when it comes to drywall, acoustical ceilings, and specialty products, are at Premier Drywall. Kevin and his crew will give your project the response and attention it deserves.
You'll get all of the attention to detail and quality that you would expect from someone who's been in the business for 30 years. For your new builds, build-outs, or renovations, reach out to Kevin at premierdw.com. Premier Drywall in Lincoln.
USTOP is a member of LIBA, the Lincoln Independent Business Association, promoting local businesses through education, networking, and local government advocacy. This is why USTOP sponsors the LIBA Business Hour on the ticket 93.7. Every time you fill up at a USTOP on a Tuesday, USTOP donates 2 cents for every gallon sold to local charities in our community. This month, USTOP has partnered with the Boy Scouts of America Cornhusker Council. Stop by USTOP and fill up every Tuesday to help us fuel our community.
I heard you and Jack had a disagreement.
Yeah, he says I keep things from him.
What are you going to do?
He loves the Nebraska Lottery's Powerball First Millionaire of the Year promotion. So I'll buy a Powerball with Power Play and Double Play ticket before August 14th, and I could be one of 15 winners of $1,000. I'll also be entered for a chance to win a trip to New York City for New Year's Eve and a chance at $1 million.
$1,000? That should make him happy.
Depends.
On what?
If I decide to tell him I won.
Powerball top prize odds, 1 in 292 million. Are you here for the job interview?
I just saw that ad that said, apply here for dream job.
What qualifications do you have?
What exactly would I be doing?
Well, this is a dream job. You would be daydreaming.
All day?
Start at 8 a.m. and spend the day dreaming about all the millions you could win playing Mega Millions from the Nebraska Lottery.
I'm good at that.
We want people with big imaginations, not just the usual yachts and exotic vacations.
Like a city built with bouncy houses or for dogs.
You're hired.
Mega Millions top prize odds, 1 in 302 million.
Tune in to the Teammates Mentoring Hour each Wednesday from 6 7 on 93.7 The Ticket. Hear stories from the program started by Tom and Nancy Osborne and how it's changed mentors and mentees' lives and how you can be involved. The Teammates Mentoring Hour, Wednesday night from 7 o'clock on 93.7 The Ticket.fm.com.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric is the call I make when I have a need for plumbing services. Whether it's for my home or office, if I need a repair to a water heater, softener, or even my garbage disposal, I know I can count on Action to help. In one simple call, their amazing customer service team promptly schedules a service call, often getting to my needs within a day. Action delivers honest quality services we can count on. To learn more, visit actionlincoln.com.
H&H Roofing, established in 2015, is proud to serve the local area, which includes the tri-state area in Nebraska, Iowa, and South Dakota. H&H Roofing has a professional team that are licensed and bonded, GAF Master Certified Installers, and an insurance-preferred contractor that will work directly with your insurance company. Also a leading roofer, siding, and gutter specialist. H&H Roofing will service all residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. Go to HNHroofs.com for more information or call 402-359-2546.
Whether you're looking for a new place to call home or trying to sell your current home, make it as easy as possible. So why not use a realtor that works harder so you don't have to? The Carpe Diem team at Nebraska Realty is your go-to realty team for all your residential and commercial needs. They pride themselves on working hard and making your life as easy as possible while educating you every step of the way. Contact the Carpe Diem team to seize your moment, whether it be buying, selling, building, investing, or even commercial real estate. Give them a call today at 402-429-8121.
At Ascend Aesthetics, they understand that you want results and you want them fast. That's why they've developed the fastest weight loss and body toning programs that are clinically proven to shed extra fat, boost muscle mass, and tighten skin without having to spend hours at the gym. Reveal your leaner physique, ignite your testosterone levels, and boost your energy with personalized plans tailored to your goals. Learn more at slimdowne.com or call 402-480-66. Ascend Aesthetics, where transformation begins.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard. It's less than 1 month until the Guardians of Freedom Air Show comes to Lincoln's Air Park on August 26th and 27th. The show can't happen without the efforts of volunteers, and they need your help. This is a great opportunity to raise money for civic clubs, student organizations, club sports, and others who want to be close to the high-flying action. For more details on how to volunteer at the Guardians of Freedom Air Show, visit LincolnAirShow.com.
Picture a hot summer day, sun blazing in the fields as far as the eye can see. Now imagine you're a teenager making bank, all while enjoying the great outdoors. Welcome to Nats Detasseling Inc., where they're not afraid to sweat. This summer, join the Nats team for an unforgettable experience. Forge friendships, learn responsibility, and earn money. Visit notafraidtosweat.com now. Nats Detasseling, where hard work meets good times.
There's a buzz in the air at Kansas. Maybe it's the roar of fans here at the track, or the anticipation of the playoffs as drivers fight to move on to the next round and keep their championship hopes alive. Maybe it's the pulse of the heartland, the thrill of speed, or the sounds of grills sizzling in the campgrounds. Whatever it is, it will be one memorable weekend. NASCAR Playoffs Weekend at Kansas Speedway, September 8th through the 10th. Get your tickets today at kansasspeedway.com.
Back to the LIBA Business Hour on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. This segment sponsored by Integrated Behavioral Health Services.
Welcome back to the LIBA Business Hour. This segment is sponsored by Integrated Behavioral Health Services, building a strong, healthier community through advocacy, inclusion, perseverance, unity, and compassion. Learn more at ibhealthservices.com. All right, back on our second segment here today, and we have Jason Kruger from Kitchen Tune-Up with us. Jason, welcome to the show.
Good morning. Thank you.
It's good to have you here, Jason. So, let's just dive right in and let's help everybody understand, what does Kitchen Tune-Up do? Like, what is it that you guys do?
Well, Kitchen Tune-Up is a kitchen and bath remodeling franchise, and we basically do anything kitchen and bath, whether it's just doing a simple tune-up to the wood work that you have on your cabinets, refacing, redooring, all new cabinets, countertops, backsplash, and then in the bathroom, vanities, countertops, backsplash, tubs, showers, tile floor, whatever you want.
Excellent. So you do any of that kind of stuff.
Yes,
just come in and whether it's a big bathroom, a small kitchen, a big kitchen,
Doesn't matter what size. We're happy
Excellent.
to do any of them.
So so talk a little bit about you you and I've talked a lot about what you guys do, but talk about just kind of what you do in a kitchen if you just kind of give it a facelift.
So the
I call it a facelift.
Yeah,
Sorry,
that's okay.
that's my
And
technical
that's what
term
it is.
for
Yeah,
your business.
yeah, I think that's more technical. The tune-up itself is just basically restoring the wood that you have. So it's a few processes that we use, but we take the hardware off if you have hardware, clean it all up, fix any dents and dings and scratches that may be there as best we can, and then it's not really a varnish, but we recoat it again and then polish it. So and then that's a great time to change your hardware because we already have it off and it's probably outdated in most cases. So it's a great time to change your hardware. And then so we put that back on and it's all polished up and it looks, we say 80 to 90% of new. We strive for better than that, but under promise, over deliver is kind of what my philosophy is. So that's what the tune-up is. And again, we can do that in the bathroom or the kitchen, either one, as long as it's wood cabinetry.
Okay. Now, if somebody wants to just gut the wood cabinets out and put new wood cabinets, countertops, all that in, do you guys do that stuff as well?
Yeah,
Or
yeah, we do.
okay,
Yeah.
very good. So if we wanted to strip the bathroom and go new floors, new paint, new vanities, new
Yeah,
everything,
we
you
can do all that.
do
Tile
all of that.
shower. I mean, we've done some really nice bathrooms where we've taken out old fiberglass shower tub combinations, and then the tile lady that I use has been doing tile since I think 1978. She's really good at it. I don't want to say her name because people will start calling her, and then I won't be able to get it. But
Never reveal
I
your
know, right?
sources.
That's exactly right.
I learned that in politics.
Yeah, yeah. So we've done a lot of that where we've gutted out those old fiberglass things, and then prep the walls and everything, and then she comes in and she'll do tile, like a really nice tile shower with heated floors in the bathroom, all that kind of stuff. So I mean, we can really make a nice.
I hope Nikki's not listening.
Nice change, yeah. Right?
We'll be talking about heated floors
Yeah,
tonight
yeah.
at dinners in the bathrooms. So, talk about. So, how long? Let's just say the bathroom scenario. How many days are we talking? Is that a kind of a week-long project,
That's
a month
probably
project?
well. Again, some of it is availability of labor. Again, with the tile lady that I have, I've got to work around her schedule. So sometimes that's the holdup. But most of the time, we won't start until we have everything as far as materials on site, and then we can do most things within a week.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Even
the
the
kitchen
whole
thing
tear
too.
out and even the whole tear out and back in new is usually about a week. I can, it takes a couple days to tear everything out, and then a couple days or maybe 3 depending on how much help I can get at the time. I use a lot of part-time labor,
Okay.
just because it's been easier to find. So I've got really good helpers. Even one of the guys that I have he's 74, but he's been building houses and cabinets all his life, so he's really good at it. But he only works part time. So, but yeah, usually a week we can do most any of that.
Excellent. So, how do people get a hold of you? Let's make sure we don't forget to do that.
Well, there's a couple ways. They can go on kitchentuneup.com and enter their zip code, and it'll find us. But my salesman's phone number is Ron's 402-340-7770. So
there you go, Ron. Everybody's going to be calling you.
Yeah,
now.
he'll be flooded with calls, but that's okay.
Ron's going to be excited to know that you just did that. No, it's all good. So, so kitchen and bathrooms, those are your kind of bread and butter. That's what you do. Do you do anything outside of that?
We've done some wall removal in between. Like if the customer wants to open up between their kitchen and living room, or kitchen and dining room, or something like that, we've done some wall removal. But beyond that, we really don't get into where we want to do whole house restorations or anything like that. We like to get in and get out and keep moving on and try and get as many customers happy as we can.
And you said you do flooring as well, right?
We have access to flooring also.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what about like if you're going to come in and take out all my cabinets and do repainting of the walls and that kind of stuff? Is that
we can
do that as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I just want to make sure everybody knows.
Yeah.
Jack of all trades.
Well, yeah, we do a lot of stuff that some people would make you get somebody else to do part of it, but we try and do as much of it ourselves as we can. Everything we take out, if it's usable, we donate to Habitat. So that, that's nice too, that a lot of people enjoy that or appreciate that we're not just throwing it in the landfill.
Good.
But really the best way to save space in the landfill is to actually reface and redoor. So if your layout in your kitchen can't change, or you don't want to change it, we can come in. If it's a lot of people have golden oak, so now a bunch of ears perked up because nobody likes their golden oak anymore from the 80s and 90s. But we can take those doors off. We can reface and repanel the cabinets with say a white, and then order new white doors in a different style and put new doors on, and it looks like you got a whole new kitchen, but you didn't. And again, that a very short amount of time, usually 3 days, probably. It depends on how big the kitchen is, of course. But that's really a good way to not tear out a bunch of stuff and interrupt a lot of things. So people really like that, because even at the end of the day, we try and leave your kitchen. So, I mean, unless the wife says she wants to go out for 3 nights in a row, that's fine.
That would
But
never
we-
happen at my
But we
house.
can leave it so that you can use your stove and your refrigerator and your
Okay.
sink and stuff at night without tearing everything up. So, yeah, I know.
I know she's not listening this morning, so I'm safe. But when she listens to it back, I'll be
You'll be in
I'll
trouble.
be taking her out to dinner. I'm guessing.
So yeah, that's a great option also to not have to disrupt everything and tear everything out. And usually we can do all that, without an electrician, mostly without a plumber, unless you do countertop. Then that's a good time to do your new countertop. So then we need a plumber, for that. But yeah, it's a great program. We have a lot of different options. So call Ron at 402-340-7770. Say you heard it on the radio, and he'll come over. We do free estimates. And so a lot
Excellent.
of people don't do that anymore. They get all huffy and puffy about you wanting to quote unquote waste their time, but we don't consider it a waste of time. I mean, we just want you to show you the options and, hope that you'll use us.
Yeah, excellent. So, and kitchentuneup.com, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Kitchentuneup.com.
Right.
You can enter your zip code, and that'll bring up Jason and Ron, and they can get you kind of connected there. So, other thing, really quick, I just wanted to visit with you a little bit here as we kind of wrap up this segment. But I wanted to check with you because I know you're involved in a lot of different things in the community. You talked about helping Habitat and things
Right.
like that. Talk about the things that you're involved with and why that's important to you.
Well, probably I would say my favorite charity is the Foster Care Closet. And Lee's been doing that for several years. She does a great job. And what they do is get new clothes to kids that are going into the foster program. So they don't just show up to somebody's house with a garbage bag of stuff. Hopefully they were able to grab on the way out the door when whatever happened. So they get to go down there and shop, and they get 5 outfits twice a year if they're in the foster program. And then they, also know where else to go for other things too. But they just do an awesome job of that. They stretch their money really well. In fact, they were just in Vegas buying clothes from different vendors, where you could go to, I don't know what clothes places are, because obviously looking at me, I don't buy new clothes. But you can go downtown somewhere and spend $20 on a t-shirt, but they can buy them for $2. So it's better to just give them monetary donations instead of clothes. They will take other stuff, but if it's not new, they're not going to give it to the kids. They want them to have new stuff. And so that's one of my favorites. I'm involved in Home Builders as in the Remodelers Council. We do a lot of stuff there too. I'm president of the Eastern Nebraska, Western Iowa Car Council, which just happened in March. And we put on a swap meet in March of every year out at the Lancaster Event Center. And this will be our 50th year, March 3rd. So
excellent.
And just other things. I don't know. I seem to get involved in a lot of
You
stuff.
do get involved in a lot of things. And I appreciate that about you, because that's one of the things, we talk about a lot at LIBA is we got to support our local community. And we want to support our local businesses, but we also want to support those local organizations that are helping do good things in our community. And so I appreciate all that you do. You're a very active LIBA member. I really appreciate that. Again, Jason Kruger with Kitchen Tune-Up, kitchentuneup.com. Put in your zip code. You'll be able to find them. And Ron's number one more time, just because I like harassing Ron and I could do it right here from the radio.
Yeah, call right now, 402-340-7770.
They'll come out. They'll take a look at the project that you want to do. They'll give you a free estimate. They'll come out and take care of all that. Again, Jason Kruger, Kitchen Tune-Up. Thanks for being here today, Jason. It's good to sit and visit with you a little bit here
Thanks for having me.
Talk a little bit more about your business. And we'll be back after this on 93.7 The Ticket.
Up your kitchen game with Kitchen Tune-Up. With experienced, creative, and dedicated technicians on their team, Jason, Ron, and the team bring your kitchen dreams to life. Say goodbye to outdated spaces and hello to a renewed, personalized kitchen that will make you the envy of your friends, neighbors, and family. Experience quality craftsmanship and exceptional customer service when you choose Kitchen Tune-Up. Visit kitchentuneup.com/Lincoln-NE today, or call 402-200-4697 and achieve the kitchen tune-up of your dreams.
USTOP is a member of LIBA, the Lincoln Independent Business Association, promoting local businesses through education, networking, and local government advocacy. This is why USTOP sponsors the LIBA Business Hour on the ticket 93.7. Every time you fill up at a USTOP on a Tuesday, USTOP donates 2 cents for every gallon sold to local charities in our community. This month, USTOP has partnered with the Boy Scouts of America Cornhusker Council. Stop by USTOP and fill up every Tuesday to help us fuel our community.
Husker fans, this is Matt Davison with the 1890 Initiative. You've probably heard about NIL, name, image, and likeness. Now you can have an immediate impact on the success of our programs. The 1890 Initiative is Nebraska's premier NIL company, and with your help, we can maximize our student athletes' opportunities with NIL and prepare them for life after college. Nebraska has always been a leader in college athletics. Let's do the same with NIL. To learn more, visit 1890nebraska.com, where 100% of your donation goes directly to Husker student athletes. That's 1890nebraska.com.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started. At Ascend Aesthetics, they understand that you want results and you want them fast. That's why they've developed the fastest weight loss and body toning programs that are clinically proven to shed extra fat, boost muscle mass, and tighten skin without having to spend hours at the gym. Reveal your leaner physique, ignite your testosterone levels, and boost your energy with personalized plans tailored to your goals. Learn more at slimdowne.com or call 402-480-6680. Ascend Aesthetics, where transformation begins.
Great Diesel and Equipment Services is hiring and seeking motivated applicants. Gray offers a second-to-none benefit package that includes health, dental, vision, 401k, paid vacation, and paid holidays. They offer great pay and tuition reimbursement or a tool purchase program for qualified candidates. It's a fun, friendly team with lots of variety and work assignments, so there's something for everybody. View and apply for their job openings today at grayusa.com. Visit them in person just off I-80 and North 56th Street. Come be a part of the Gray difference.
Are you searching for a helping hand in life? Look no further. Integrated Behavioral Health Services is your answer. They're your compassionate, trusted partners committed to guiding you from challenges to triumphs. Their licensed professionals offer personalized therapy for individuals, couples, and families. At IBHS, the focus is you. Experience a life-changing transformation in an environment tailored to your unique needs. Visit ibhealthservices.com today and take that first step towards a brighter future. Discover the power of healing with Integrated Behavioral Health Services. You're not alone. Let them walk this journey with you.
Picture a summer day, sun blazing in the fields as far as the eye can see. Now imagine you're a teenager making bank, all while enjoying the great outdoors. Welcome to Nats Detasseling Inc., where they're not afraid to sweat. This summer, join the Nats team for an unforgettable experience. Forge friendships, learn responsibility, and earn money. Visit notafraidtosweat.com now. Nats Detasseling, where hard work meets good times.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to the post-workout glow. Step 1, what's your why? More epic energy, better sleep, go off steam? Step 2, join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving. Go cardio crazy in our clean and spacious clubs, or get down with some dumbbells and strength equipment. Step 3, bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month. It's glow time. See Club for details.
Vershawn Jackson for Brant Excavate. Brant's been in business for 29 years, and they specialize in a variety of things. If you're looking for someone to get the job done in precision demolition, excavate, trucking, mass grading, and site prep, Brant is the place to call. Set up a quote or learn more. Call Brant Excavating at 402-474-4113 or go to brantexcavating.com. They're also hiring, so join the team today. Brand Excavating, a part of the Bauer brand, who reminds you, go big brand.
Hey, moms and dads, bring the whole crew to a Salt Dogs baseball game and unleash the fun. Visit Haymarket Park all summer for fireworks Fridays, souvenir Saturdays, Sunday family fun days, and more. With 50 home games, even weekdays can be unforgettable. Planning an event? Make it a home run with group discounts. When you need an outing the whole family will enjoy, unleash the fun with the Salt Dogs. Call 402-474-2255 or visit saltdogs.com for tickets.
Problem gambling can destroy an individual's finances, relationships, physical, and mental health. If you or a loved one are struggling with addiction, contact Choices Treatment Center's 24-hour helpline at 402-476-2300. That's 402-476-2300.
Sunday morning. It's quiet, not in a weird, too quiet way. Calm, peaceful, tranquil. You pour yourself that cup of coffee. You slice yourself a hearty chunk of one of Beatrice Bakery's breakfast bread. Now, maybe you're an apple streusel guy. Nothing wrong with that. I can respect that. Personally, I'm a turtle nut man. Something about those pecans. But the real ones know, don't sleep on that date nut bread. Sweet, but not too sweet. Nutty, not overly. The perfect morning treat. Beatrice Bakery. Online at beatricebakery.com. Welcome to our world of yum.
Husker fans, this is Matt Davison with the 1890 Initiative. You've probably heard about NIL, name, image, and likeness. And now you can have an immediate impact on the success of our programs. The 1890 Initiative is Nebraska's premier NIL company. And with your help, we can maximize our student athletes' opportunities with NIL and prepare them for life after college. Nebraska has always been a leader in college athletics. Let's do the same with NIL. To learn more, visit 1890nebraska.com, where 100% of your donation goes directly to Husker student athletes. That's 1890nebraska.com.
Back to the LIBA Business Hour on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. This segment sponsored by Ascend Aesthetics.
Welcome back to the LIBA Business Hour. This segment is sponsored by Ascend Aesthetics. Lose inches and gain confidence in medical with the medical weight loss and body contouring clinic at Ascend Aesthetics. Learn more at slimdown.com. So, kind of interesting today. We're opposite ends of the spectrum today, which is okay. But I'm really excited for what the airport is doing. Like I said, when Rachel was in, I traveled a ton in my former life, and the Lincoln Airport was phenomenal. But to see the different destinations they're coming up with, there's a lot of great, you want to go to Nashville, Orlando, just some great destinations. United going to Houston is nice too, because it's an additional opportunity for a connection instead of just Chicago or Denver. And they've been really innovative over the last couple of years in the vision that they had with expansion and all that. So I'm excited for them. But the air show.
Well, one thing I will say about regular flights, it's also affordable.
Yes, it's very affordable.
Very affordable to where a family of four that doesn't
have to spend $5,000
exactly,
just on
to go
plane
to Orlando.
tickets. Yeah.
She gave a perfect example of Disney World, right? And how many kids is that the dream vacation for, to go to Disney World just once or whatever?
Yeah.
And now to be able to do it at a fraction of the price, and while not risking the quality of the flight.
Yeah.
That's very important, because I think there was a lot of concern or just curiosity of, all right, yeah, I'm paying, less than $100 here. What kind of flight is it going to be?
I think some people had visions. Do you remember the movie Major League?
Yes.
When they got the new team?
Well, I mean,
that was the vision people had, I think, right?
There's also other flights where it's like, that you're going to pay way less in the flight. It's going to be rocky. Whether that's, hey, it's going to get delayed 2 hours at some point, or it's going to be, just the quality of the flight, the quality of the seats. It's just not going to be there. That's not the case.
Yeah, these are really nice high-end planes, big planes. They just had 150-seat planes. So just a really cool opportunity. And the air show, from a small business perspective and a local business perspective, 200,000 people coming to Lincoln in a weekend.
That's crazy.
That's 2 home football games on back-to-back days. That's huge. That's huge for people buying gas and staying in hotels and shopping at all kinds of stores across Lincoln and all of that kind of stuff. So it's really cool what they're doing. And, the Blue Angels, that's just bringing in the best. That's elite. That's like bringing Patrick Mahomes or something. I mean, that's the top of the top right there.
How about the city of Lincoln, though, banking on the weather 2 times in the span of like 6 days? Please, weather, cooperate, not only for the Guardians of Freedom Air Show
Yeah.
that we're all going to be at.
Local meteorologists, you are on the clock, boys and
Also,
girls.
just 5 days later, or 3 if you're on Sunday, just on that Wednesday, August 30th for Volleyball Day in Nebraska. Weather.
Holy smokes, yeah.
Because you want to talk about from the economic standpoint for the economy, or for the local community, that week everybody's going to be riding such an emotional high because you're going to have the air
Holy
show, and then
smokes.
just a few days later it's Volleyball Day in Nebraska, which is such a great event.
What
And
are they
the
having,
very
like
next day-
90,000 people?
Yes.
So
and,
you're going to have 200,000 people for the air show,
Bingo.
90,000 people in Memorial Stadium for a volleyball match. By the way, Iowa, kiss it. You're not going to match that. Which, if you listen to the ticket, you heard about that earlier this week, right?
Yep.
Hey, we got to get our digs in on Iowa, right?
They stole
We are
They stole
homers.
the hot dog shooter from us, and now they stole the idea.
Okay,
to go
Sater,
to
what did I
Memorial
what did I
Stadium.
text you when you were talking about the Wiener Slinger
They
in
got
Iowa?
They got it. Whoever beats Iowa or whoever wins the game, that's who gets the
Yeah.
Wiener Slinger for the next year.
The Wiener Slinger is now the trophy, and we cannot ever lose Der Wiener Slinger to Iowa.
Yeah. It's always funny though, but that would
Nick
be,
gets random
that would-
texts from me when he's doing his shows during the week.
It would be really funny though, because I mean it'd be like, all right, sorry, dude, you got to go to Iowa City for the next year. Or just get a place in both places.
Well, they say imitation is the biggest form of flattery, I
Exactly.
guess. So
I guess
Iowa
so.
wants to beat Nebraska or be Nebraska.
Well,
so.
and it is a cool event. I mean, obviously, I'm sure Caitlin Clark, Iowa women's basketball. She's a stud. As much as that pains me to say, she's really
She's a
really
player.
talented.
She's elite.
And she's going to draw probably 70,000 in that stadium. They're going to be able to sell out Kinnick. But as somebody that was
praying for snow.
Exactly, but as somebody that was recently in Kinnick, it does not compare to Memorial Stadium.
No.
And it's not going to compare to
Kinnick
Memorial
is just
Stadium on
different.
that Wednesday
It's a nice atmosphere, but it's just different.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, you guys were talking when you were talking about this earlier this week. You were talking about, hey, it could rain, it could snow, it could be cold.
Exactly.
I'm going to tell you, when I worked at Nebraska, every time we went to Ames, like I think there's like a cloud over Ames, because every time we went, it snowed. So one year we played them. It was like, I want to say it was either like the 30th of September or like the 5th or 6th of October or something. And I'm like, okay, we should be all right. That morning and get up, it is freaking snowing in Ames, Iowa.
Well, and I will say, like, they do have a really cool tradition with football where they wave at the children's
The
hospital.
children's hospital thing is a very cool touch. for
And,
them.
and being in person to see that last November was really special. It was a really cool atmosphere at night, but
Oh,
if
yeah.
it was during the day, I don't really have a whole lot of interest to ever go back.
Yeah.
So
I won't even tell you about my trip to Kinnick when I worked at the athletic department, because it was not positive. But and all my Iowa friends that are listening are probably going to blow up my phone and yell at me about it, but that's okay. So, but no, you're right. That's a cool, let's just call it 300,000 people within about 4 or 5 days that are going to be descending upon Lincoln, Nebraska. I guess for our businesses, it'll be a good warm up for football season,
Exactly.
because we don't play at home until September 16th, which is really weird too.
the first 2 weeks are on the road, which is it's crazy because normally you're used to having that. I don't want to say walk in the park because no game's been walk.
You get a little bit of a tune up at home,
But
though,
yeah,
right?
right,
I mean-
yeah. And you have those Northern Illinois, or you have that Akron, like it was supposed to be in 2018, where it's like, all right, yeah, they're at home for the first.
You mean the one where I sat through a thunderstorm and then ran to my car
Well,
about
see,
a mile
so-
away,
so this
and
is
I
what
don't run, Nick?
This is going to show my youth, but that was my, I think, senior year homecoming at Pius, right? And
You're
I had
so
to
young.
choose. All right, do I want to go to the Akron game, or do I want to go to homecoming?
Please tell me you went to the Akron game.
I chose homecoming.
Wow.
And I remember
that is some
sitting,
dedication.
I remember sitting there and going, and the guy comes out and cancels it, and I go, thank goodness that I did not go to the game.
Yeah, I was one of the last ones to leave the stadium, I think. And then I got
Clinging on for hope.
a downpour as I'm walking across campus, which turned into me running through downtown. So our final word today is sponsored by the 1890 Initiative. sponsored by the 1890 Initiative. Help student athletes excel within the NIL landscape. Learn how you can be involved at 1890nebraska.com. This week, coming up with LIBA, we've got our LIBA luncheon on Tuesday at the Grand Dance from 11:30 to 1. We got Dr. Paul Illich from Southeast Community College. Again, thank you to Rachel. Thanks to Jason. Check them both out. They're great LIBA members, great supporters of our community. And we will be back next week. We have Jerry Hahn from BFT Body Fit Training, and our guys from Gary Michaels who had something come up a couple weeks ago. We're going to have those guys out this next week. So we will see you again next Saturday here on the LIBA Business Hour. Until next week, get out, shop local, support our local communities, and we will see you next week right here on 93.7 The Ticket.
Are you searching for a helping hand in life? Look no further. Integrated Behavioral Health Services is your answer. They're your compassionate, trusted